this is Samantha with Lex Bodyworks, and I am here today to talk to you about your lifestyle. Is your lifestyle killing you? Maybe. So straightforward question. What's your physical activity like on a daily basis? Do you exercise regularly? Do you get up and move? Is your job mostly sitting where you're tapping at a computer keyboard all day long, right? Where you're not moving very much? How do you counterbalance that if that's the case? What do you do to ensure consistency in physical activity every week? What kind of grandparent are you going to be? Physical activity, exercise is medicine for the body. Your body was built to move. It was built to be active. It was not built to be sedentary, sitting like this. It doesn't like sitting. So more and more evidence is piling up that sedentary lifestyle kills. Just recently, the University of Helsinki and the University of Oxford co-authored a study showing yet once again that sedentary lifestyles have increased mortality rates of all kinds. Sedentary lifestyles have been increasingly recognized as significant health risks, and the growing body of evidence continues to pile up that prolonged inactivity can lead to a range of serious health issues. So I want to cover some key points and some sources on some of the dangers of a sedentary lifestyle. The first one up, of course, is increased risk for cardiovascular disease. So prolonged sitting and lack of physical activity have been linked to increased risk for cardiovascular disease. A meta-analysis that was published in the Annals of Internal Medicine found that sedentary behavior is associated with a higher risk of heart disease. Now, this was even true with people who engaged in regular exercise. Now, why is that the case? Because food, what you intake, has a higher risk for cardiovascular disease, heart disease, than exercise can improve. It's just the reality. And the risk increases are due to blood pressure, lower blood flow, and negative impacts on cholesterol. So for this one, you definitely are going to want to improve your food intake and exercise, because the exercise impact on heart has a smaller effect than the food that you eat does. The next one is you have a higher incidence of type 2 diabetes. Sedentary lifestyle is a significant risk factor for type 2 diabetes. Exercise physiologists refer to type 2 diabetes as a lifestyle choice. So this is different than type 1 diabetes, which a study in Diabetologica revealed that each hour of daily sedentary time is associated with a 22% increase for type 2 diabetes. Now that is significant. The next one is increased cancer risk. So a sedentary lifestyle puts you at higher risk of certain cancers. And a research published in the Journal of National Cancer Institute indicated that prolonged sitting is associated with a higher risk of colorectal cancer, endometrial cancer, and certain lung cancers. And this is partly due to increased levels of inflammation and changes in hormone levels that can promote cancer growth. So exercising regularly can help reduce inflammation, and also your hormone levels fluctuate when you exercise. The next big one, right, is musculoskeletal issues. Extended periods of inactivity can lead to musculoskeletal problems. So just think about like back pain and of course weakened muscles. Sitting for long duration can cause poor posture and put strain on the spine, leading to chronic pain and discomfort. And just think about if you've ever sat in an airplane for like 3 or 4 hours, and when you get up, it's like, ugh, man, I'm so stiff. And it's because you've been sitting, right? If you had been up and moving that time, you wouldn't even feel that way at all. The next one is mental health impacts. So sedentary behavior negatively affects mental health, contributing to conditions such as depression and anxiety. Well, physical activity stimulates the production of endorphins and other chemicals that can improve mood and reduce stress. A study in the mental health and physical activity found that sedentary behavior is associated with a higher risk of depression. So people who've got, we're talking mild depression here, we're not talking the severe type, but right, if just getting out and moving more can improve their mood, and that exercise prolongs that for hours afterward. And so I've said this for a long time, that if people who were on these anti-anxiety and antidepressant meds, if they got up and moved on a consistent basis, then they could reduce their medication and might even be able to not have to take it at all. So comparison to smoking. Several studies have suggested that the health risks associated with a sedentary lifestyle may be comparable to those who also smoke. So a review in the Lancet highlighted that physical inactivity contributes to more than 5 million deaths a year worldwide, which is the same as what smoking contributes to. So basically, what they're saying is that consistent inactivity is categorically equally dangerous as smoking cigarettes or vapes. Think about that one for a second. So overall, right, the detrimental effects of a sedentary lifestyle, of not moving on a consistent basis, can contribute to diseases, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, musculoskeletal issues, certain cancers, and mental health disorders. So it's really important to incorporate regular physical activity into your daily lifestyle, right? Because it can help mitigate all these risks. I mean, this is something that you are in control of. You have the power, right? Because you're in control. This has to stop. And it's never, ever too late to begin exercise. Ever. Right? Everybody has to start where they're at. That's just the reality. We all have to start where we are. But the great thing is that you're always going to get better with physical activity. You're going to feel better. You're going to move better. Your aches and pains are going to reduce. Your mood is going to improve. I promise you, it works. And it's one of the best things that you can do for yourself. The greatest gift that we can pass on to our children and our grandchildren is the gift of health. Why not show them how to do it? Now, go out and do something that uplifts you today. Hopefully it's exercise. Thank you so much for watching.